You know, I love Crash Bandicoot, but it feels like the series has barely had anything going on lately. And it genuinely concerns me because Crash Bandicoot, in my opinion, is a really fun platformer and deserves to have more games. But why does Crash Bandicoot not have as much games as he used to, and why does it feel like the series just isn't as popular as it used to be? Well, there's a few answers for that. For starters, the last two Crash games were made by Toys for Bob, and they've recently gone indie, which doesn't mean that they can't make another game for Crash, it just means they would have to reach out to Microsoft in order to do it, because Microsoft is the current owner of Crash Bandicoot. And that sounds all fine and dandy, and I would love for Toys for Bob to come back, because I genuinely think they brought some new life back into this franchise that was dormant for so many years up until that point. But several months ago, we had news that apparently a Crash and Spyro crossover game was going to happen, but because Activision is so fucking stupid, they decided to cancel it. Why? We could have gotten a Crash and Spyro game. Do you know how much that would have sold? That would have been one of the greatest crossovers of the century. Spyro's already another series that barely gets any love nowadays. That would have been so cool to see, but whatever, that's a whole other video topic for another day. Another big reason I've been craving a new Crash Bandicoot game is because Crash Bandicoot offers me something that you can't really get from Mario or Sonic or any other big platformer for that matter. And that's its challenging platforming with its satisfying controls. I really love the philosophy of the Crash games. Yes, they're very difficult, but I feel like it's very rewarding to get better at a level that you originally sucked so much at. And that's what Crash Bandicoot does for me personally. It makes me feel like I'm actually accomplishing something when I'm getting better at the game, not dying as much or just missing as many boxes as I did before. I truly do think Crash Bandicoot is one of the greatest platforming series of all time, and it sucks that he doesn't get as much love as he used to. Because while Sonic is having its renaissance in my opinion, and Mario is still just Mario, so it's never really going to be bad, I feel like Crash has so much potential to be even better than it was a couple years ago. Crash Bandicoot 4 was a breath of fresh air, and I'd love to see more stuff like that. And sometimes I get worried that we're not going to get as much Crash ever, and Crash Bandicoot will just fade into obscurity, but I'm really hoping Toys for Bob, Microsoft, whoever is going to be making Crash games doesn't let that happen, because Crash Bandicoot deserves a place in the gaming industry. Crash means a lot to me. I love the characters, the world, the art style, and just the overall insane nature and personality that these games have. And I like how difficult they are. I think Crash Bandicoot needs to come back, and hopefully it'll happen very soon. That's really all I have to say. I just wanted to make a video yapping about Crash Bandicoot because it's just been something I've been thinking about a lot lately. It's just been really weird, especially after the success of Mario and Sonic have been having recently. I think it's time for Crash to come back and start making a big splash when it comes to new games. That's all I have to say though. I'll see you in my next project.